Today, Super Sunday really lived up to its billing. Quite a few teams with quite a lot to fight for. The two I'm going to take a look at today, Everton and Burnley. It is crucial to note that at this point in time, Everton have a game in hand and they are 1 point behind Burnley, as today they dropped into the relegation zone. I want to take a look at these two clubs and how they fared over the past 10 years. First of all, I'm going to have a look at Everton, and I'm going to have a look at Everton's spending habits quite separately. Now, I've been on transfer market, and I've rounded these values to the nearest 5 or so million, but they are fairly reflective of the values that Everton have gained from their transfers. So, in 2012, at the end of that season, they finished 7th under David Moyes with a net spend of 20 million in their favour. Following season, 6th place under Moyes, who then departed the club and joined Manchester United, where in terms of transfers, they roughly broke even. The following season, they went one better, finished 5th under Roberto Martinez, and again, a positive net spend, plus 10 million. Then it went sour, as they were 35 million worse off under Roberto Martinez the following season, as they finished in 11th. He was subsequently sacked and David Unsworth took charge. £35 million minus again got them an 11th place finish. Dutch legend Ronald Koeman comes in. They finished 7th, net spend minus 20 million. Following season, 8th place under Sam Allardyce. They finished that season in 2018. Minus 70 million, despite selling Romelu Lukaku for around 75 million to Manchester United. They spent really poorly that season. Really, really poorly. The end of the 2019 season, they finished 8th under Marco Silva, 65 million, minus. Following season, at the end of 2019-2020, finished 12th under Carlo Ancelotti, minus 30 million. End of last season, they finished 10th again under Carlo Ancelotti, who has since departed the club to return to Real Madrid, minus 60 million net spend. This season, Everton have bought in Donny van der Beek, Dele Alli, and Solomon Rondon, amongst others. Van der Beek, of course, is on loan. But some real smatterings of very, very poor investment there from the Toffees. Burnley, on the other hand, I'm going to look at their net spend of the Sean Dyche era on a completely separate level. But let's just take a quick look at their league positions over the past 10 years. 2011, 2012, they finished in 13th in the Championship with Eddie Howe as their manager. He departed the following season, 2012-2013, 11th under Sean Dyche in the Championship. 13-14, second under Sean Dyche in the Championship, got promoted to the Premier League. 14-15, 19th under Dyche, they went back down. 15-16 under Dyche, finished first in the Championship, they went back up. 16-17, 16th under Dyche. 17-18, 7th in the Premier League, qualifying Burnley for Europe for the first time in about 50 years, under Dyche. 18-19, 15th under Dyche. 19-20, 10th under Dyche, and 2021, 17th under Dyche. This season, Burnley have most notably bought in Wout Weghorst and Maxwell Cornet. But of all that time of the Sean Dyche era, which of course has now ended at Burnley, net spend, 25 million. That is it. 25 million. And they qualified for Europe. That is quite something. However, it seems to be the case that this season, one of those two teams, maybe a different one, but most likely one of those two teams, is for the drop into the Championship. It's really difficult to call because this season has been quite a fascinating one. However, based on these financial reports that I've just given you, The amount of money spent should dictate that Everton should be absolutely nowhere near the relegation zone. And Burnley should. Burnley have defied the odds over the past couple of years. Will they defy the odds again this season?